For the People with Lou Ismay.
We are faced with 3 or 4 important situations. They are all linked together. We may not think so, but they actually are. The first goes back about 100 years. Goes back to the old Nazi Germany situation, where the Goebbels, the minister of propaganda, stated that if a lie is told frequently enough, people will believe it. Is that what's happened to us? We have a leader who lies, who talks about fraud, and people believe it. Millions of people believing it. It's happened before. Is that what's really happening now? Does seem that way, doesn't it? And there's another situation you might want to consider. U.S. Senate, Republican control, bipartisan committee investigating the situation of the election of 2016. The decision was, yes, Russia did help with the election. So we have somebody who's been lying and now requiring help from a foreign country. Do we realize what's been happening to us? Now there's something else. Something else that nature. We are all part of nature. We can't escape that. We may not want to say it, but it's actually a fact. Nature does not like a monoculture. Nature thrives when there is diversity. Now, some of us in this country believe in monoculture, supremacy. That's a monoculture. Supremacy, because a color has done some damage to the rest of the world. That the damage is prevalent, and what are we going to do about it? Diversity is important. We can take a look at the middle part of our country, how people vote, how people live, the kind of work that they do. Vast acreage devoted to agriculture. One crop. Spread around, of course, but it's mainly a non-diversity. It's a monoculture. In order to sustain a monoculture, it has to be maintained from other sources. We have to use more fertilizer, more pesticide, herbicide, whatever it is that we need to maintain that culture, a monoculture. Is that agricultural monoculture affecting the people? Are they all thinking the same way? Responding the same way without realizing it? There's something to think about. So, diversity is a key word for nature, for civilizations. And what shall we do? Have we thought about it before? We have some people who walk around with their kind of monoculture with weapons, loaded, proud to be what they are. Is that a healthy kind of a situation? Is it time to rethink? Because there's an issue that affects every single living thing on the planet. It's a change in the climate. It's a change that's going to affect all of us. The chances are that we are less diverse. We've lost dozens and dozens, hundreds of different species of birds, of insects, of other living things, of plants, all part of a natural system that worked and thrived. And now with so much already disappeared, probably never to return, that's most likely it's not going to happen. What are we going to do? All of us. Are we thinking about it? Are we planning about it? Well, something to think about, isn't it? There are other things to consider. But let's just stop for now with these, and we'll get into other things another time. So until the next time, pay attention.